Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Quotes 151. The quote today is another one by Shakespeare. And here's the quote: "All that glitters is not gold." Glitters, very shiny, reflects light off of it, very shiny. So we do hear this a lot. All that glitters is not gold. It often comes up. So let's take a look at the note here. This is a quote from Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice. So that was the play that it was originally in this play, Portia's dad had a suitor test for his daughter to find her a husband. So Portia, of course, one of the main girl characters of the story. And at this point in the story, I think Portia's dad was already dead. But he still had this test to try to choose the right man for her. Let's continue. The test consisted of 3 caskets. One was made of lead, one was made of silver, and one was made of gold. Whoever guessed which box Portia's photo was in could marry her. So this is where this phrase originally comes from. A Moroccan prince chose the gold. So he was one of the suitors that wanted to marry her, and he had to choose, and he ended up thinking, well, she's so beautiful and she's so great, must be in the gold one. He chose the gold. So a Moroccan prince chose the gold, and inside he got the message: all that glitters is not gold. Okay. The idea was whoever chose the gold box was too shallow for his daughter. So this is the origin of this phrase, which we find out later becomes a proverb. So let's continue. This phrase was also used by J.R. Tolkien in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they use it a lot. Of course, with the ring gave you power. But, if you followed the Lord of the Rings series, if you wore that ring too long, it started to, almost turn you into an evil person. The power, the power corrupted you and made you kind of evil or bad. So this also applied to that. All that glitters is not gold in that sense. All right, and let's continue. Today, this quote has become a famous proverb, which means that not everything that is shiny or attractive on the outside, on the surface, is of high value. Okay. This can be used about people or things that promise to be valuable, but turn out not to be. Okay, so let's look at one example here. It's an A-B part. All right, and A says, the life of being a celebrity is not all it's cracked up to be. And a lot of people imagine, it's a perfect life, stardom, wealth, and so on. You may have to sacrifice too much to make it to become successful. Even your pride and self-respect. And of course, B may say, well, all that glitters is not gold. All right, here, of course, we say all your pride and your self-respect. Recently in this past year, we learned that, there were many directors, like, the Harvey Weinstein, that sometimes forced or intimidated women into sleeping with him, the casting couch thing. In order to make it, in order to become big. So in this sense, even though many people think being a celebrity is good, but you sacrifice a lot. You may have to sacrifice your freedom, or you may even have to sacrifice yourself in this way too. So again, all that glitters is not gold. Okay, I hope you got it. I hope it was informative. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.